leg. And Gary Payton II, the team confirms a strained right calf. Both will be out for an indefinite period of time. Again, it's the Warriors back at it against the Clippers tonight at Chase Center at 7 o'clock tip at Mission Bay. At the sports desk, Matt Pittman, KCBS.
With the holidays approaching, high prices might put a wrinkle in your holiday shopping spirit. Not at Grocery Outlet, where you'll save big on all your holiday needs. Besides being a one-stop shop for your festive meal planning, you'll also find plenty of decor, tree trimmings, and gift wrap. We're stocked up with gifts for the family, including apparel, socks and slippers, and toys for kids and pets. With savings of 40 to 70%, your neighborhood Grocery Outlet is the holiday destination.
KCBS Radio, proud to be honored with the 2023 Marconi Award for Legendary Station of the Year, as presented by the National Association of Broadcasters. For more than a century, proudly serving the Bay Area and the trusted source for news. 1069 and AM 740 KCBS. We have traffic and weather together on the 8th at 4:18. Checking back in with Kim Betzel, taking a look at the East Shore Freeway.
Couple of issues impacting your ride on Interstate 80. We've had a two-car collision in Berkeley, westbound side of Interstate 80, just before University Avenue. Was in the center divide, moved everyone over to the right-hand shoulder, so that's why it's a little bunched up there. And eastbound already crowded with our commute traffic in that direction. And we've got a crash on the upper portion of the East Shore here, just before San Pablo Jam Road. In fact, it's not a crash, it's a brush fire that's slowing traffic, so activity on the right hand. If there's any additional information you need to know about that, you can follow us on X, KCBS AM FM at traffic. If you're on the Bay Bridge and over to the East Shore Freeway, no surprises, a pretty smooth ride in and out of San Francisco, although I mentioned earlier, really slow on both northbound 101 and eastbound 80 getting to the lower deck of the Bay Bridge. Our Oakland freeways are filling up, but we don't have any major accidents. In Lafayette, eastbound 24 at Pleasant Hill Road, right at the on-ramp there, and it bumps down a bit, slowing your trip out of Orinda towards Walnut Creek. Next update at 4:28 on the traffic peak.
Mancini Sleep World 6-day forecast at the Mancini Sleep World during our year-end clearance event, or visit sleepworld.com with the very latest. The update from KPIX 5 meteorologist Paul Hagan. It's been a cool and breezy day for most of the Bay Area today, which is appropriate for this time of year to finish off the month of November. We've also seen a couple of pop-up showers, mainly north of the Golden Gate. That same less than 20% chance, but also not a 0% chance, is going to be with us Friday and Saturday. I wouldn't adjust any outdoor plans, just keep an umbrella attached in the back seat. It's a good idea as we head into winter anyway, and to prepare for the possibility of a brief, very light passing shower. Temperatures will be close to slightly above average for the first day of December on Friday, with highs in the low 50s across the Saturday area. Low 50s again on Saturday, and then there's even more sunshine Sunday and Monday. We're going to warm farther up to mid-60s. For KCBS, I'm First Alert Meteorologist Paul Hagan, now also on 6 Plus, 44 Cable 12, along with the primetime edition at 8 p.m. Thank you, Paul. We have traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 1069 and AM 740 KCBS. Oakland City leaders are inviting you to do your holiday shopping locally this year. KCBS's Raquel Maria Dillon explains what the city is doing to make it easier and safer.
Councilmember Dan Kalb extended an invitation to shop in Oakland and bragged about unique artisans and boutiques here on Piedmont Avenue.
Piedmont Avenue is wonderful. You can buy things that you can't find other places.
More importantly, local merchants pay taxes that the city can use to hire more police officers and community ambassadors. Also to purchase the license plate reading system.
Crime, excluding crime, again, commercial corridors have gone up and down over the years, and this year has gone up. In some cases, some weeks, way up.
Oakland police say they're focused on the city's commercial corridors through the end of the year. Melissa Roberts owns a jewelry boutique and leads the local merchants association. They said that they would like to see more security in the parking lot here because their customers are afraid to park in the parking lot because the windows like this and that. Roberts says she's been doing business for 17 years on Piedmont Avenue, and she's lived through economic downturns before. And beyond. In Oakland, I'm Raquel Maria Dillon, KCBS.
San Francisco Bay Area is already considered the cleanest ferry network in the country. From the Federal Department of Transportation is going toward making it even cleaner. The global competition known as the greenest and fastest ferry network is all about going electric. It's been Director of Bay Ferry, Seamus Murphy, is running the office.
It's moving really fast, and we're trying to stay on the cutting edge.
Murphy's team scored a major cash infusion, allowing them to do just that. The holidays came early this year in the form of an FTA grant.
$16 million, and that adds up to $117 million that we've raised to implement our first phase of electrifying the ferry system.
Golden Gate Ferry, which services Sausalito, also received a grant, and both networks plan to start building electric boats early next year. Step 2 involves outfitting their terminals with charging stations. That should happen over the next few years. Ultimately, the
Gas prices in the U.S. have fallen for 10 straight weeks. Here in California, we are seeing more comfortable numbers than we did last month. But KCBS Shannon Goldie tells us about news out of Austria that could bring price hikes to the area gas pumps.
In a meeting in Vienna today, OPEC plus oil ministers moved to voluntarily cut 2 million barrels per day for the first quarter of next year. As a result, oil prices globally fell more than 2%. But Bill Swing, senior energy analyst at Price Futures Group, says it might not last long.
I don't want to be the Grinch that stole Christmas, but I'm afraid gas prices are going to creep up.
Swing says we're likely to see an impact by year's end, with anywhere between 50 cents to $1 a gallon more in the Bay Area.
When you see the price of crude oil go up, California is one of the states that feels it the most.
California resident Mary Herrera says she noticed the dip in the last few weeks, but still feels the state's average of $4.90 a gallon is too much. Driving just gets in the market, back and forth every day. It needs to get lowered. The experts are concerned that too much crude oil in the market in an already weakened global economy could weigh on demand for oil in travel and industry sectors. In San Francisco, I'm Shannon Golden, KCBS.
Meta says it found and disabled thousands of fake Facebook accounts linked to China that were used to spread politically partisan content in the United States before next year's election. The accounts disclosed today were designed to look as though they were run by everyday Americans. Meta's executives say they are guarding against similar efforts to interfere with elections next year in the U.S. and elsewhere. Critics say Meta has not done enough to address its role in spreading misinformation and hate speech. Meta has not publicly linked the network, though, to China's government. We are on to the Mind Watch now. The wait is over for the Cybertruck. We hear from Jason Brooks.
Tesla delivered its first Cybertruck at an event at its Austin plant. Tesla now jumping into the large pickup market against Ford, GM, and Chrysler. Shares of Tesla fell over 1.5% today. That weighed on the NASDAQ, was down more than 500 points, hitting a new high for 2023. Salesforce, a big reason behind that, it was up more than 9% today. The S&P finished higher by 17 points. The labor market continues to show resilience with a slight increase in jobless claims. Claims remaining in a steady range all year despite the rise of tech layoffs. The video game software maker Yuba, the latest to announce job cuts this week. Industry tracker layoffs.fyi reports that well over 1,100 tech firms have cut more than 250,000 employees in 2023. Steve Jones made up 25% of all layoffs this year, with the sector experiencing its second highest year for job cuts since 2007 at the height of the dot-com bust. On the Money Watch, Jason Brooks, KCBS.
Pro football player Travis Kelce has spent time during the football season. Still, he does two things at once. Whether it's grilling while mowing,
Two things at once!
or getting this season's updated COVID-19 shot at the same visit as his flu shot.
Two things at once.
You can be like Travis and ask your pharmacist about getting this season's COVID-19 shot at the same visit as your flu shot if you're due for both, as recommended by the CDC. Learn more and schedule at backtofit.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
You're invited to our Decory Winter event, November 30th through December 10th. Hi, this is Ronnie Heller, president of Barron's. See the amazing Decory Winter collection of handcrafted rings and the latest Decory designs. During this event, pay no sales tax on any Decory purchase. Plus, $3,000, receive a 1-carat lab-grown diamond. Stop by or schedule an appointment at barronsjewelers.com. Barron's, legacy of elegance.
Custom lens replacement from Laser Eye Center Silicon Valley could be your prominent solution in glasses, contacts, and readers. Join their free live webinar December 8th. Hey, it's Dr. Craig Bendy. We'll discuss the differences between LASIK and CLR, good candidates, how much it costs, and much more. Please join us. CLR, no glasses, no contacts, no readers. Join the free live webinar Friday, December better for all riders. Review and comment in person or online. Learn more at actransit.org/realign. That's actransit.org/realign. When holiday guests pull up to your home, what do you think they'll notice first? A cracked, crumbling driveway and brown, dying lawn? Or will they be welcomed by a gorgeous paver driveway and lush green turf? Will you even let them see your backyard? You and your guests deserve the best. Like enjoying a glass of wine on your patio by the fire pit. You deserve System Pavers. For over 30 years, homeowners have trusted System Pavers to create beautiful paving stone driveways, walkways, patios, outdoor kitchens, turf lawns, lighting, and so much more. And now the nation's leading outdoor remodeling company is offering decking in Northern California. Act today to take advantage of exclusive friends and family savings on your entire outdoor remodel. Start by calling 800-PAVE-004 or visit SystemPavers.com right now. That's 800-PAVE-004 or visit SystemPavers.com for your free consultation today. All orders must be placed by November 30th. See website for details. Contracted by 661-575. To your local Hot Dealers Traffic Center, check on your afternoon commute. We begin with a look at Highway 85 in South San Jose with Cam.
We've had a backup southbound to 85 just past Cottle Road. Fire crews have been busy putting out a brush fire very close to the freeway, and the fire is out. But I can see the Chilton Autobody collision cam. It's very slow from the 87 interchange as you make that southbound ride toward the merge onto 101. As you ride into Morgan Hill on southbound 101 is not bad at all. Lighter than usual, no new accidents to report. And let's check our recovery on the Lower Peninsula. We had an overturned crash at 2:30 this afternoon. Southbound 101 at Oregon Expressway is gone now. That's why traffic is slow in pockets. Southbound leaving Menlo Park, still a rough ride there, but improving. We had issues, several major delays in Ridge County in the North Bay. San Rafael, really awful because of the crash. Northbound 101 before North San Pedro is gone now. That's why you're crawling out of Mill Valley. We've got a second crash now in Novato. Northbound 101 before Nave Drive. We had an earlier one which is gone. And even worse in Santa Rosa, 6-car wreck, not clear yet. Northbound 101 before Steel Lane, backed up in both directions. Your next update, 4:38 on the traffic meter, KCBS.
Well, it may not seem like it, but we still have a chance of a rogue shower in the evening hours. Breezy conditions in places as well. Highs today were in the low to mid-60s, 62 degrees cooler for your Friday with a mix of sun and clouds. There is another chance of a shower on the North Bay on Saturday. Expect more clouds as a result, and then mostly cloudy on Sunday as well. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS. If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides 24/7 compassionate support and connection to trained counselors. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. The Lifeline works. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, just call, text, or chat 988. Tune into 95.7 The Game for Warriors Live, 60 minutes before tip of every Warriors game throughout the season as we get you ready for the action. Brought to you by Xfinity, the Xfinity 10G network.
News that matters to you around the day, around the world, around the clock. All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
It's Thursday, November 30th, 2023, and coming up on KCBS, a somber surprise. A suicide rate pick up for one particular population in the U.S. I'm Eric Thomas with more of what the EPA plans to do about millions of old lead pipes in drinking water systems. And the U.S. Postal Service is asking for some holiday help with seasonal job openings. Good afternoon. Patty Rising is off today. I'm Brett Burkhardt. Researchers with the CDC are shedding light on a concerning trend in the U.S. A report released this week reveals suicide among older adults is on the rise across the country, whereas suicide declined among youth. Researchers found more than 49,000 people died by suicide last year, which is the highest amount ever recorded in the United States. And before we get into some of the details of this important story, if you are in a crisis, you should know that you have a lifeline just by dialing 988. For more, we are joined live on the KCBS Ring Center News on by Kathy Cameron, Senior Director of National Council on Aging Center for Healthy Aging. Thank you so much for joining us, Kathy.
Thank you highest rates of suicide in the United States, as well as worldwide. And there are a number of reasons for this. Certainly the aging of the population, but as many as 15% of older adults suffer from depression, but many of those older adults are not diagnosed and they're not treated for that depression. And it's often people with depression who go on to commit suicide. We also know that many older adults are disconnected, they're socially isolated and lonely, and no one, friends, family, are recognizing their symptoms. Often, many older adults have medical illnesses, heart disease, stroke, Parkinson's disease, and chronic pain that leads to disability, and the inability of older adults to do the things that they enjoy in life, and they may lose their sense of meaning and purpose. So, for all of those reasons, that leads older adults sadly to suicide, particularly older men.
When you talk about the age and the connection, can we dive into that a little bit more? How important is connection for older people?
Oh, it is vitally important because we know that social isolation and loneliness is actually linked to increased rates of mental illness, heart disease, other types of conditions that can lead to things like depression. It's kind of a vicious circle. When someone's disconnected, they become at higher risk for suicide. So identifying people early on with symptoms of things like depression is really, really important. And we are seeing more and more physicians and other healthcare professionals screening all older adults for depression symptoms.
How reliable are these numbers? I mean, how much does this have to do with the way suicide and depression, for that matter, are classified?
Yeah, great question. I think, in our country, we have a problem in that many, particularly older adults, think that depression is a normal part of aging, and there's a lot of stigma associated with mental health, and they don't want to talk about it with family members, friends, or even, with their healthcare providers. So it gets unrecognized, sadly. So that is a real problem when we are trying at the National Council on Aging to really increase awareness about mental health and aging and about the importance that older adults should not be afraid to ask for help because treatment is very effective in the senior population and they can go on to live many, many more years of a good quality of life. I do want to mention one other issue that is impacting these numbers, the high rates of suicide among older men, and that is the fact that older men tend to be more planful, more determined when they make their decision to commit suicide, unfortunately, and also many older men have access to deadly means, that is guns. About 70% of suicides among older adults are because of their access to guns. So we need to do a better job of locking up those guns, taking guns away from people who are at risk for depression and suicide.
Kathy, you're an important topic. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kathy Cameron, Senior Director of the National Council on Aging's Center for Healthy Aging. If you are in crisis, you're worried about a friend or even a loved one, or would like emotional support, the 988 Lifeline Network is available 24/7. Finding the best bargains and the best lowest gas prices, and more importantly, at end, KCDS is tracking the best bargains for you across the Bay Area. Let's begin in San Francisco at National Petroleum on the corner of Cesar Chavez Street and Hampshire Street.